question.
Yes, I remember. I said Brazil.
Yes.
I said Argentina.
Uh-huh.
I said France. And I think I said Spain.
If you're not using Olivier Giroud, I do not understand.
Did you use him?
I didn't use him. He's that guy.
I don't know if
need
you
to know
noticed that Tracy is number 10 on the list.
And our producer
Cosmos.
is number 4 on the list.
Yes, where are you?
Me? The Qatar 2022 World Cup has been a World Cup of several events. Now, since the last episode that we had this show, 12 teams have gone and we are down to the last 4. Can you imagine? Now, in case you missed it, for the first time ever, an African team is in the semi-finals of the World Cup. Is this the time for Africa to go all the way? You know that song, It's Time for Africa. Is it really the time? Or will France do the double for the first time since Brazil did it by winning the World Cup in Sweden 58 and winning in Chile 62? Or will Croatia break into the elite club of countries that have won the World Cup? Or will Messi seal his GOAT status conclusively?
And exclusively.
Probably. Anyway, that is how we welcome you to this episode of Savvy Football World Cup Special. Thank you so much for joining us wherever you're watching us from. And of course, my teammate is here, Deji. I think we are now agreeing about some things. Deji, how are you doing?
Cosmos, it's nice to see you again.
I mean, it's nice to do this again.
Yes, I would like to welcome everybody and I would like to appreciate everybody that has been on this journey with us.
Exactly.
From the beginning of the World Cup, when Ecuador and Qatar squared up to this point where we just have 4 teams to go.
So let's look at the review of the last time we had the show. You know, we had some prediction.
Yes.
Your semi-final prediction.
Yes, I remember. I said Brazil.
Yes.
I said Argentina. I said France. And I think I said Spain.
Okay, so and how?
I think I'm halfway. I did well. France is still there. Argentina is still there.
Anyway, for me, I said that, or I predicted that Argentina will be there.
Yes.
I said France.
Yes.
I said Brazil.
Yes.
And I didn't say France. I said Morocco.
Yes.
I said Brazil.
Yes.
And I said South Korea.
Also,
and of course,
but we need to acknowledge that shout out for Africa.
Well, but let's take a review of the first round. And at the time we're talking, at the time we had the show, the Netherlands had defeated the United States of America by 3-1.
Yes.
And also Argentina had played against Australia. Yes. And that was, they won by 2-1 as well.
The next game was France-Poland, and I think that was Mbappe's game.
Yeah, that was Mbappe's game.
He ran that match from the beginning to the end.
The next one was England-Senegal, and Senegal felt like a pack of cards. If there's any other thing that we can use to describe falling down that is lower than a pack of cards, that was what happened to Senegal.
And you remember that in the last episode, I predicted that I felt, or I said I was having a sneaky feeling about Senegal.
I agreed.
They proved me wrong.
They proved you wrong.
Wrong.
No,
they did not do anything. I felt they were going to beat England. I felt they would give England a game, but they didn't do that. They started well, but immediately England scored the first goal.
They just
fell like a pack of
especially
cards.
In that first half.
Yes, they were quite poor.
They were very, very poor in that match. Now, the next one was Japan versus Croatia. Now, this is a game that we know that, okay, football is like biscuit. It can break anywhere.
Yes.
Japan had this game.
Yes.
It was 1-1.
Yes.
And penalties.
Again, I think one thing you need to give to the Croatians is that word that people use. They are mentality monsters.
Brazil and South Korea. This was
a dance.
I mean,
showcase.
This was where South Korea disappointed me.
This was a dance.
I thought South Korea, with what they did against Portugal, at least it will make it difficult.
I was expecting a tighter match, but it didn't happen. South Korea only succeeded in costing me points because Alisson was my keeper and Marquinhos was in my defense. So they just ended up costing me points.
Costing you points.
Yes.
Morocco versus Spain.
So I think props needs to be given to Bono. He's had a very fantastic World Cup. He's done very well for his nation.
Yeah.
Spain, quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. I think, unfortunately, he has resigned already.
Yeah.
Enrique.
Enrique.
But I think he underestimated or underutilized certain very key players that could have been very effective in this game. You have an Ansu Fati, and you only bring him on about extra time. You and a number of other players.
And the fact that he
Morata
almost does
starting.
not have any Real Madrid player in that team.
I don't think it's
like
about. I don't think it's about Real Madrid players. Let's not do that.
Okay.
But players that can impact game and impact very close type team that have the experience of breaking down very very structured defenses.
No, I'm just telling you what people are saying in Spain. The next game we're going to be talking about is Portugal versus Switzerland. Now, this was where the experiment of benching Cristiano Ronaldo, worked.
Yes, it worked.
It continued in the quarterfinal. We'll talk about that. It ended by 6 goals to us.
I went immediately to go and use my 12th man bonus, and I put Gonzalo Ramos there, and it's a waste of my time.
I think we're going to talk about that. But then 6-1,
yes.
And that was how it went. For the quarterfinals, the first one, Croatia versus Brazil. It was end-to-end stuff.
Again, like I said, mentality monsters.
And that goalkeeper, Linakovic.
No. Yes, it was amazing.
It was amazing. It was amazing. A lot of saves.
But I want to say something. I get this feeling Brazilians rate their players on where they play. Rodrigo came in, and I think he was very disappointing.
Yeah.
I feel Martinelli in that game would have given Brazil the platform.
Martinelli came in.
He didn't. He didn't play. He didn't play at all.
Okay.
I felt a player like him who has, you see, the way Martinelli runs at defenders, he brings the fear of God, for lack of a better phrase, into them. And Rodrigo came in and didn't have the kind of impact that I felt he should have had. Then he now ended up ultimately missing that first penalty.
And those penalty, you would think Brazilians should be able to play penalty.
Yes, they're players who are ordinarily technically gifted. But let's not take it away. It was a fantastic game of football. Neymar's goal was beautiful.
Yes.
And
the response too was okay.
Yes. And you felt this was the end of it. But the Croatians, never say die attitude, came into play. Fantastic.
Making that save is in my team, by the way. I had to go. Since Alisson is no longer there. Now the next game is another epic game.
Probably the game of the tournament. So
Poland, as it was called back in the day, but the Netherlands now against Argentina. Wow.
That game had everything. That game showed the beauty.
You can see me
showed the beauty of the World Cup.
It was a 2-0. Argentina were leading.
Everything seemed like it was
everything was
fine in the world.
And then
my goat was strolling into the semi-final.
And in the 82nd minute, Netherlands scored, and it was like, okay, fine, it could be 2-1. But then that last penalty, is epic. Free kick. That is epic. Wow. It ended 4-3.
Yes.
What a game of football. Louis van Gaal. And I said something. Louis van Gaal knows how to make a team play. He left this team, how many years ago? 8 years ago. The team did not get them, so they didn't even qualify for the last World Cup.
They didn't qualify
and
for
he saved this team late last year, and they qualified for the World Cup. In fact, they qualified for the first championship since that time.
He left.
Awesome. Then the next quarterfinal, Morocco, Portugal.
I call it Africa's quarterfinal.
Now, this is a quarterfinal, and there have been a lot of backlash in Portugal, especially about why Coach Santos would bench Cristiano Ronaldo in that game. Let's not go into that. But then, it was truly the time for Africa.
For anybody who cares to listen, Cristiano Ronaldo is not a value pick. I repeat.
Was not a value pick.
Yes.
Maybe for the first round of the game.
Two, if he wants to accept it or not, he cannot play at this level consistently anymore.
For 90 minutes.
He cannot. And I think he should accept where he is in life and pay more attention and give more energy into encouraging the younger ones.
Cristiano Ronaldo is still relevant.
He's relevant more as a brand than as a player on the football pitch.
So you know what, guys? You know this stuff that we're having, these arguments we're having. Let us know. Do you think Cristiano Ronaldo is still relevant as a player or as a brand? And then, England versus France. Now, this was another very interesting one. And if you're not using Olivier Giroud, I do not understand.
Did you use him?
I didn't use him.
Sorry, all of us slept on Jude.
All of us.
Most of us slept on
He has
Jude.
scored how many goals now?
That's his fourth goal of the World
his
Cup.
fourth goal? His
Yes,
fifth
his
goal.
fourth goal. Fourth goal. I think we need to admit one thing. England was better on the day.
Okay, so England was better on the day. France defended better, but France took their chances.
No. I think the French team, when the margins are slim, they have the players, they have the mentality to get the job done.
And to think that this is a depleted French team.
Yes, no Kante, no Benzema, no Pogba.
In any case, so let us know, these four, which team will get to the finals? And let's look at this. Argentina versus Croatia.
Argentina all the way. Messi, this is
Argentina
Messi's
all the
World Cup.
way. The next one is France. You said Argentina would win.
Would win. I hope, I'm praying.
Something tells me that Croatia will get to the finals.
Stop this something said, something stop.
It's my
So
feel.
nothing, you're not allowed, nothing is allowed to. Messi's World Cup. Stop it.
I am allowed to say what I'm not saying that
Argentina
this is not me predicting. I said I feel something tells me.
Okay, hold your feeling. Let's move on.
Could be the Holy Spirit.
Hold your feeling. Let's
the
move
next
on.
one is France, Morocco. What does something tell you to say?
So, as a Nigerian, I should let the world know I'm not really invested in all this Africa something. It's Nigeria for me. So this is what they've done. I applaud them for one principal reason. They ensure that Ronaldo won't win the World Cup. I'm happy with them. They've done well. But they should help us and step down. So
because you want France to
can
be in
move
the
on.
World Cup.
No. I want
France to be in the finals.
Yes, and Messi carries the World Cup.
And Messi carries the World Cup. You have made your prediction already. So please get back to us. What is your prediction? Who will get to the finals? Trust me, we have something very important for people that will get to the finals.
For everyone who participates in our WhatsApp prediction game, for the semi-finals, the winner will be entitled to pizza from the few studios.
Is it just for the semi-finals or for?
It's just for the semi-finals. The final is already special already. The final is for the winner.
Okay.
The winner of the league. So for the semi-finals,
you get pizza.
For France, Morocco, the person that wins the prediction game gets pizza, while the person that also predicts correctly, the winner, Argentina. Between Argentina and Croatia would get pizza.
Okay.
On the house.
All right, so I think we should do this very quickly. Now, let's look at our fantasy football, fantasy top 5 goalkeepers. Certainly, Dominik Livakovic. Certainly, he had 20 points. Yes. And he shared the same 20 points with his certain Yasin Bonucci.
Fantastic.
Bono. Did I say Bonucci?
Yes, you did.
Bono. Yasin Bono.
But at the beginning of this tournament,
nobody gave him a chance.
Did you think any of these guys would be?
I never thought. And that was what I was telling you at the beginning, that the World Cup is not the same thing with your form.
Yes, it's
before.
It's not.
Now, for the top 5 defenders, we have Achraf Hakimi scoring that Panenka penalty.
Again.
He's there, 28
Who would have
points.
predicted?
Yes. Also, Ramon Saiz.
Who would have predicted that the top 5 defenders?
There will be 3 Moroccans.
Would have 3 Moroccans.
Now, the other one, Harry Maguire has had a fantastic World Cup.
Remember our preview?
I
mocked him.
You mocked him.
I mocked him.
You mocked him.
I mocked him.
And he proved everybody. That means there is something for me. I feel remove that captainship band from the captainship thing from him for Manchester United, and he'll play better. I feel he was playing better when he wasn't a captain.
I predict he'll go back to type when he gets back to Manchester United.
Okay. Now let's move to the midfielders. Midfielders, certainly Bukayo Saka.
I said it.
I must admit.
I said it.
Awesome. Bruno Fernandes as well.
Good.
There is Hakim Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech that you said will not really do things because of his form.
I take it back. I take it back.
Jude Bellingham, probably
standout,
the hottest at the moment.
Standout player from the World Cup.
Ivan Perisic, who became the highest goal scorer in the World Cup for Croatia. Surpassing Davos Suker. Let's move on very quickly. Strikers. We have Kylian Mbappe, 39 points. Yes, 2 ahead of Lionel Messi.
Sorry, don't call his name right. The GOAT that is.
2 ahead of Lionel Messi. There's Harry Kane there, even if several people felt he shouldn't, if he couldn't score a penalty. There's certainly
I think we should not be harsh. That was a pressure spot kick. Okay.
Olivier Giroud, I celebrate this man. This
Yes.
is a peak period for this man.
Arsenal
And-
DNA
Yes, and of course there's Concala Ramos
with 3
came
goals
in 3
and
goals,
and 1 assist.
but then in the next one he
You-
was nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found.
Now let's move to our own league, Savi Football League. Now for the round of 16, we had help me out. That was-
JCO was number
Jessiebo,
1.
94 points.
Our own Tracy was second. on that.
Tracy, for the next show, we need you here. So get ready to be here. There's, of course, in top 3, there's Adeyinka 223. There's also Dr. Awala, and there is
Zik Freak.
Zik Freak.
Yes.
Yes, in the top 5 as well. Now for the quarterfinals, of course, our producer is third.
Yes,
That's
the executive
Squared,
producer.
Our executive producer.
He doesn't want to share that money.
Yes, if
It's a lie.
numbers. Of course, for the top one, there was Snoop Bastin with 54 points. There was Bola 233 with 50 points.
So,
there is Logistics 101, 46, and of course there is Ronaldo Claire.
Sorry.
45.
Can we check something?
Yeah.
Ronaldo Claire.
Ronaldo Claire.
It's not his team.
Anyway, yes, so that is that. And for the overall one, Leslie Larkin
It's still number
is
1.
still on top. That guy.
I don't know if
need
you
to know
noticed that Tracy is number 10 on the list.
And our
Cosmos.
producer is number 4 on the list.
Yes, where are you?
Me?
Yes.
Last time I checked, I was number 32.
I think you have been doing better than I am.
And that is how we end today's show or this episode. In the next episode, we'll look at the teams, all of them, what happened. We'll do a review of the whole World Cup. And of course, we encourage you to like and subscribe as well.
You should not forget to mention that on the last episode, that would be the next episode will be our last episode for this World Cup special.
For football, for the World Cup special.
And
Sabi football
we'll continue.
Fantasy League.
Don't worry, we're coming
back strong.
something after the World Cup. I would like to remind all our subscribers, all our viewers out there, join our community, be part of what we've started. The people who have been engaging with us can testify that it's been very exciting all the way, and you can be part of that excitement.
And that is how we end today's episode of this installment of Savvy Football World Cup Special. Now, the next time we come here, it will be the end of the World Cup, and of course, we'll be celebrating who won the World Cup, and there's something special for you. I don't know if it's Messi, but there's something special for you. On behalf of the crew, yes, my name is Cosmos Chukwemeka and Deji Fashewa, and of course, on behalf of the crew, we'll say we'll meet next time, and it's going to be a very, very joyful meeting.